Imagine sitting around a campfire and breathing in the stinky, smoky air for 2 days, and that's what it feels like in Vancouver. At times, the smoke has been so thick, you can barely see the Lionsgate Bridge. Gail Sweeney wondered if it was even safe for the dog to be out.
I've never been in such smoky, hard-to-breathe conditions.
The heavy, ash-laden air is being blown in from forest fires in the Pemberton area, about 200 kilometers to the north. This huge fire is out of control, and the smoke has been so thick, crews have been unable to get aircraft up to drop water on it, so it burns. And to the south, it's harder to see, harder to breathe, and harder to be outside.
I can definitely feel like my lungs feeling much heavier than usual. I'm more tired, I got a bit of a headache, not gonna lie.
Right the ball.
This elite soccer camp in West Vancouver went ahead, but with extra precautions.
Some parents were concerned, and we definitely discussed this with the coaches, and we encouraged them to, be aware of any kids who are showing difficulty breathing, giving them breaks.
Starting Sunday morning when the winds first shifted, the entire south coast saw air quality levels deteriorate to unprecedentedly bad levels.
We've seen some short-term concentrations of particulates that are around, as much as 4 times the normal levels.
That's Beijing territory as far as air pollution. While people with asthma or other breathing problems are being urged to stay inside, short-term exposure is unlikely to produce any lasting effects for most people. This air pollution expert, though, says smoky events may become more frequent.
This is something that we're likely to see more of in the future with a warmer climate. We're going to see more droughts like this, more fires, longer fires, more severe fires.
Nelson is one community where fire is menacing homes. Residents have been able to get close-up views of the crews taking it on, and so far containing it. Last year, Mark, was the worst year in 30 years in terms of the amount of timber that was lost to forest fires in BC, and obviously it's early days yet, and we're already at 63% of that amount. Mark.
Chris, we're getting a good view here of what the problem is, but explain to us why the problem is so bad this year.
Well, climate scientists will tell you that our summers are getting warmer, they're getting drier as well, and we're also seeing more dead trees in British Columbia's forests than we've really ever had, in part because of epidemics like the mountain pine beetle, so that when those forests catch on fire, the blazes are much larger and they're also much harder to put out. The Insurance Bureau of Canada is saying that it believes the incidences of severe fires that cause a lot of property damage are only going to be going up.
All right, Chris,
Mark.
Thanks so much. Chris Brown in Vancouver tonight.